All right, shalom, shalom. Yashallah, first and foremost, want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Special salutations to the hope of your elect, by Yafdawadah, the house of David, and to the confusion of faces scattered across the four corners of the globe. It's the brother Rav Shapat from the Shepherds of Berea camp. Shalom to the priests and the elders of Shepherds of Berea as well. Just wanted to come do a quick little video on the concept of what's really lacking in the so-called Black, Latinos, and Native American community, and also amongst a lot of camps, in general, in Israel, right? Yahushua have set the bar on what it means to be a brother, what it means to sacrifice, what it means to put, your needs to the side in order to expand a concept or an energy or a plan or a goal that works for everyone and not just yourself. This is what Yahushua have said. Now, in the Black community, even amongst celebrities, even amongst these wicked dudes in the church, you guys don't have a true brotherhood. There's no other brotherhood more than this truth, because it has been battle tested, it has been tried, and it has been successfully done by who? Yahushua himself, right? I'm going to start off with John 13. And I saw that one. Now, before the feast of the Passover, when Yahushua knew that his hour was come, that he should depart out of the world unto the Father, having loved his own, which were in the world, he loved them unto the end. All right, so Yahushua, right? This was before the feast of the Passover, and this is the things that he's doing. Verse 2. And the supper being ended, the devil having now put into the heart of Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, to betray him. This is when the spirit of the devil entered into Simon's son, right? Judas. Verse 3. Yahushua, knowing that the Father had given all things unto his hand, and that he was come from the Father, come from the Most High, and went to the Most High. All right, Yahushua knows that he been given everything already, and that he's going back to the Father, who he came from. So that shows you again, that's two different entities. Yahushua, who they ignorantly call Jesus, and the Most High God. They're not the same. They're not one. Right? They're different entities. Verse 4. He riseth from supper, and laid aside his garments, and took a towel, and girded himself. Verse 5. After that, he poured water into the basin, and began to wash his disciples' feet, and to wipe them with a towel wherewith he was girded. Now, this is Yahushua we're speaking of. The Master, the Lord, the one that has done miracles, turned water into wine, made a blind man be able to see, cast out demons. The disciples seen all these activities, right? And he washing their feet. What does that show you about Yahushua's leadership? What kind of example is that setting for Yahushua? All right? It's the same concept of that you got to have in this world with everything you're doing. When you wash your brother's feet, necessarily doesn't mean you're going to sit there and go wash your brother's feet. You can. But what is the Lord saying? The Lord is basically saying, put your needs to the side, and if a brother needs you, or if the camp needs you, or if whatever group of circle you in, if we're not talking about wicked circles, all right? Not these damn drug dealers, because it's crazy that in the so-called Christian community or productive corporate America Black community, you have these niggas, wicked niggas that know how to apply this to themselves. They know how to apply the brotherhood more than you niggas. I seen a dude wicked as all hell talking about gang, gang, gang. I leave my kids before I leave the gang. That's how dedicated they are to that wicked brotherhood that they got. How much more in righteousness? How much more of your those that you guys are claiming to seek the Lord? You're claiming to seek a relationship with the Most High. Well, guess what? This is an algorithm that's already been set up and that's been tried by the Most High. So no matter if you're into business, if business with brothers, if you're into product activities with brothers, hobbies with brothers, plannings, goals, know how to sacrifice you and Wash the brother's feet. Put the brother first. Put the brotherhood first. The needs of the brothers. How can everyone be productive? How can everything be perfect? How can everything be how can my actions affect us as a whole? Even in the world, like with these NBA stars, right? If you see what happened with the Brooklyn Nets, not to talk about the carnal side of things, but if you see what happened with the Brooklyn Nets, you got James Harden, you got Kevin Durant, you got Kyrie Irving. 3 top 10 players in the league. And they were not able to establish any type of unity because there was no leadership. There was nobody making the sacrifice of washing another brother's feet. Everybody had their own intentions and their own goals. And it showed you that not 1 or 3 of them, well, KD is supposed to be the best out of all of them. He showed you he's not a great leader. And not one of them did step up to the plate and say, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Oh, guess what? You know what? James Harden, hold it down, James Harden. Guess what? Kyrie's not taking the shot. He doesn't want to get juiced up. KD is injured. But guess what? For the sake of the potential of greatness that we can have, I'm going to hold it down for us. Because now, look, everything came back and they were playing together. But guess what? Eventually, everything crumbled. And that's what's going to happen if you don't abide in the algorithm that Yahushua has set up as far as unity. Right? There's no unity that can exist without the leader making those sacrifices, all right? And those among you being able to say, and those following after that sacrifice saying, you know what? I know that I want to do this, but for the sake of everybody, I'm going to do that. All right, continuing on. Verse 6, then cometh he to Simon Peter, and Peter saith unto him, Lord, dost thou wash my feet? Verse 7, Yahushua answered and said unto him, what I do thou knowest not now, but thou shalt know hereafter. Verse 8, Peter saith unto him, thou shalt never wash my feet. Yahushua answered him, if I wash thee not, thou hast no part with me. See, so now Yahushua is letting him know, listen, if I don't make this move with you, you're not part of this system. You're not part of this brotherhood. So this is why we're trying to say for you blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, that want to reject this word, I want to reject these teachings. There's already things that's been set up in order for it to be productive. You know what I'm saying? Verse 9, Simon Peter saith unto him, Lord, not my feet only, but also my hands and my head. Verse 10, and Yahushua saith unto them, he that is washed needeth not save to wash his feet, but is clean every whit. And ye are clean, but not all. Because there was one of them that was a damn devil, which was Judas. Verse 11, for he knew who would betray him. Therefore said he, ye are not all clean. Verse 12, so after he washed their feet and had taken his garments and was set down again, he said unto them, know ye what I have done to you? He said, do you understand basically what I have done to you? Verse 13, ye call me master and Lord, and yea, and ye say well. He said, yeah, you call me master and Lord, which is true. He says, and for so I am. Verse 14, if I then, your Lord and master, have washed your feet, ye also ought to wash one another's feet. Verse 15, for I have given you an example that ye should do as I have done to you. Okay, verse 16, verily, verily, I say unto you that the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent me. There you go again. Two different entities. The servant is not greater than his Lord. Who's the servant? The disciples, right? Not greater than his Lord, the Lord Yahushua, who the world ignorantly called Jesus. Neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him. Who was sent? Yahushua again. Who sent them? The Most High Yahweh. All right. Verse 17. If ye know these things, happy are ye if ye do them. There you go. Do them. Actions. In the so-called black community, You guys are missing that brotherhood. You don't have no safe haven. You don't have nowhere to go decompress. You see what's going on with John Morant? He didn't have no brotherhood. He don't have no leaders. He don't have no one being able to say, listen, this is not the way. Don't take on this image. Don't push forth that image. He don't have that. That's why he's over here saying he has what? Mental issues. And that's how he deals with his mental problems. Which he's full of shit. I'm going to jump to chapter 15. Right? John chapter 15 and 1. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Verse 2. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit is taken away, and every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Now we know that this is talking about the fruit of the men of the Lord that wakes up in his truth. All right, when you are in the Lord, you're supposed to be pushing forth that energy in order to raise up another brother, raise up the potential elect. But this also talks about the actions. All right, you can apply that to the fruit of washing another brother's feet. Okay, you can apply that to you're the person that's never making a sacrifice. You never making a sacrifice. Every brother around you is always making a sacrifice, but you're the one that just ain't making no sacrifice. Or you benefit from all other sacrifices, but you just the selfish one. No, you're not bearing the fruit of the actions that Yahushua have set up. Okay, and also you see a brother going through it. He may be going through it financially. You help that brother. Your brother may be going through it with his physique, not going to the gym as much. You help that brother. Maybe he can't really talk with the ladies like that. You help that brother. Right? Maybe this brother like certain hobbies and certain things he like to do. And maybe you don't like to go do it. But guess what? You know what? It's, as long as it's not wicked, you know what? I'm gonna go hang out with the brother to go do something that he likes to do. Even though this is not really my taste. But guess what? I'm gonna wash his brother's feet today. I'm gonna go. The brother might want to look at flowers. The brother might like to go to the gym. The brother might like to do some sports, or the brother might like listening to flutes, or go listen to jazz, or wash instruments, or visit plantations. Whatever it is, you gotta be able to say, you know what, I'm gonna go do that with that brother. Right? This is what the examples that Yahushua has been showing us. Yeah, you may be in business. You may have a business move you want to do. And it's a collective thing. And guess what? You may have to put your attentions to the side for the sake of what's going to benefit the body as a whole. Because that's what it's about, really. We're all about nation building. And this is what we lack in our community, because black culture is done. Black conscience is done. Islam is done. None of these things are productive to our soul or to us in general. They're not making no power move. Their talking points is still to be in servitude. They're not trying to overthrow the enemies that's upon us. Their things is servitude, is still pushing servant mentality. That's what these other doctrines are pushing. And who has battle tested those? A bunch of carnal men. We're talking about men of the Lord and Yahushua himself that have that's been productive and actually conducted these actions and have proven them to be well. Verse 3, it says, now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Yeah, we know the water doesn't clean you. Yahushua cleaned their feet, but how were they really clean? The words that he gave them. And he gave them examples, and he gave them the word that they should follow in order to do what? Duplicate himself through the men of the Lord. This is why Yahushua had to die and sent us the comforter. Verse 4, abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can ye, except ye abide in the vine. Yeah, you're not going to be able to wake brothers up and teach them great examples unless you are walking in the vine itself, or unless you abide in Yahushua in the algorithm that's already been set up. Verse 5, I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me, you can do nothing. This is what you guys don't understand. We're trying to let you guys understand this. You want to be niggas, you want to be drug dealers, you want to just live your regular 9 to 5 and just imitate a celebrity lifestyle that you know you're not. You know your pockets is hurting. You know what I'm saying? You know you live in check to check. You know you live in car note to car note. but you want to portray this lifestyle, right? And it's hurting. You can't do nothing without Yahushua. Come back to the Lord and return. Stop wanting to stay in the mindset of Esau, or godliness, or godless. You know, he just want to be godless. He want to be lawless. He just want to go around, do whatever he want to do, and nothing happens. So no, you guys were given already commandments, law, statutes, and commandments to follow, abide. And then if you don't abide in that, you won't be able to do anything. Verse 6, if a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as branches that is withered, and men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they are burnt. It's like branches that be just flying around. They gather them up, burn them already. And these branches representing the men, that's going to be 2/3 of the nation of our people that's going to be cast into what fire? The ICBM missiles. So do not be those people, right? Repent. What more does this world have to offer you but what? Rap music, celebrity lifestyle, corporate America, cooning out, working for your master, not barely getting any raises, and if you do, you got to do all type of oblivious acts. Okay, what more? You don't have no power position. You can't teach your children. You can't raise your own food. Everything, ownership wise, they have litigation over it. They can seize your house. They can come take your children from you. All right, they're causing the food shortages all throughout the world. These are all problems that you guys are complaining about. You guys that's working in the city jobs, you're complaining about the pay. You're complaining about the overtime. You're complaining about the mistreatment. You work all day for a retirement. Some of you die after your retirement. And then when you work all day, when you work all day, your money's being depreciated because of hyperinflation. So after you retire from your 401k or whatever pension you have, that money that was once worth what it was in the beginning of your career, 22 years later now, that money is worth nothing. Then the economy is crashing with $33 trillion in debt. What more does this world have to offer you? Come back into the world, join a righteous brotherhood, righteous lifestyle, and at the same time, you were still able to go out there and be productive and do things, use the world, not abuse the world. But we understand that you have to get righteous first. You got to remove yourself from that filth and from those old concepts, right? That Egyptian minds, the Egyptian breaking laws and concept, right? It says, verse 7, if ye abide in me and my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you, right? And then what are you going to ask for? Spiritual things. You ain't going to ask for no Bentley, no Rolls Royce. You're going to ask for abundance of women right now, right? Because even all that is not even unproductive. You're going to ask for wisdom, knowledge, understanding, temperance, prudence, fortitude, consistency, all right? Being able to be a better brother, spiritual enlightenment, all right? Because this truth is the most important thing that you can get into as far as having a sound mind, a stable mind, spiritually disciplined. All right, the cares of the world, free from the cares of the world. Nothing is really attacking your spirit where you're feeling depressed. That's what this truth does. It actually boosts you up inside. A lot of you are dying inside. This is why you guys got to work, got to stay active. You can never sit and have a calm, relaxful day and appreciate the Most High and his air and his trees and the birds. And you can't really appreciate life because you have to work. Because once you stop working, you die. It's like your purpose is just meant to serve Esau, the so-called white man. And you're better than that. You're special people. So that's why you need this brotherhood. You need examples of Yahushua washing brothers' feet, and then brothers that's amongst yourself doing the same thing and sacrificing in order to keep that tribe, that group, that brotherhood, that camp, very productive and everybody on board, right? Don't see a brother down, just close a little dingy. Help the brother out. Help him pick out some clothes. Help him know how to clean his clothes. Some brothers lack. Some brothers are in this truth, but they still got old habits that got to be broken away from. And when you see it, you help brothers out. Verse 7, if ye abide in me and my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. Verse 8, herein is my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit, so shall ye be my disciple, right? My learned ones. Verse 9, as the Father have loved me, so have I loved you. Continue ye in my love. This is what love is. Verse 10, if ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love. And He shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. There you go, two different entities again. So you guys in the Christian church, you need to stop teaching that Holy Trinity bullshit. Verse 11. These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full. Right? This is where you're going to get your joy at, right? Verse 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. So Lord is saying, not as, that's why our brothers say, love your neighbor not as thyself, but love your neighbor as Yahushua have loved you. Treat your neighbor as Yahushua would treat you. Treat his neighbor, right? All right? Because some brothers don't even understand how to love themselves. They got to be taught that as well. But that's why this scripture says, this is my command, love one another as I have loved you. Like Yahushua, who the word ignorantly called Jesus Christ, have set the algorithm and example on how to love another brother, right? Verse 13. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. All right, Yahushua down on the cross. Now you lay your life for your friends, as you may have things and goals and certain things that you want to reach in due time. But if you see something lacking within the brotherhood, or you see something very important in the system, or in the goals, or in the things that you need done within the body, make that move if you're able to. If you're the one called to the plate to do, make that move for the sake of everyone. And the Most High will increase you. You got to have faith that the Most High will increase you sacrificing for the brotherhood. How could he not? Verse 14, ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you. There you go. Now you want to be the friend of the Most High? Listen to what he said. You want to be the friend of Yahushua? Listen to what he said. Whatever he has commanded you. Verse 15, henceforth I call you not servants, for a servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called you friends. For all things have I heard from my Father, I have made known unto you. All right. Verse 16, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. So if you have been chosen, understand that this is a beautiful thing to be chosen. All right, you didn't say I want to believe in the Most High. So all these people that say I found God, yeah, I found God in 1948. I've been saved since. No, that's bullcrap. The Lord is the one that does the choosing, and ordain you that you should go forth and bring fruit, that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it unto you. All right. That's what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua wants brothers to do. Let me get another precept real quick. This is Galatians 6:1. Brethren, if a man be overtaken in fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such as one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. All right, those that's taken in fault, you are spiritual, the spiritual leaders, you build that person up, right? This is what the world, they lack. They don't have none of these morals and these standards here. This is a beautiful moral standard. Verse 2, bear ye one another's burden, and so fulfill the law of the Mashiach Yahushua. Okay? You got to bear every brother's burden. All right? Don't be like Cain and Abel and my brother's keeper. Don't be envious over your brother. Don't look at another brother's situation and be like, yo, how come this brother got this? How come this brother got that? No, just be ready when you are called. It says, ye have not chosen me, I have chosen you. When you are called, right, be ready to perform. Be ready to perform what is in you. This is why you examine yourself daily to see if you have the faith, to see if Yahushua is in you, or except you be a reprobate. When you're called to perform what is in you. All right. Another precept. Because what did Yahushua say? 1 Timothy's 4. I'm just start at 14. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of presbytery. Okay, so you don't want to neglect the gift that's in you. Faith, wisdom, understanding, prophecy, being a prophet, being a brother. All right, all that comes into one. Right, Yahweh Shah has what? He has given you that gift. So when it comes time to perform and give those gifts, make sure you're able to perform and give those gifts. All right, that's what Yahweh Shah wants, man. And I just wanted to just, leave it at that. Lord willing, this was edifying. So, whatever you brothers are going through amongst your brothers, your camps, family, whatever it is, you got to be able to come and do what Yahweh Shah has done, because these things already been tried. All right. So you may have something you want to do, but guess what? Stop for a minute. Woosah, think. Okay, I want to do this. This works for me. It's not wicked. It's righteous. It's productive. But guess what? What do the brothers need? What move should I make in order for everyone to be successful, or everyone to be productive or have an effect on this? Okay, cool. Once that is established, okay, cool. Let everything else increase as far as you. What did John the Baptist say? He must increase, I must decrease. So it's not really about us. It's pretty much more about Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right. And yeah, pretty much that's it, man. Lord willing, this was edifying. With that being said, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim Kakadash, the bonus to apostles of great millstone who rule well. Special salutation to the hope for your leg by Yahweh, the house of David, and to the confusion of faces scattered across the four corners of the globe. To Brother Rob Shapat, Shalom.